Agency gross income explained, the number one metric driving your profit, your cash flow, and growth. If you think your agency is a $5 million business, there's a good chance you're wrong. And that mistake is why so many agency owners feel busy, but still don't have the profit or cash flow to show for it. I'm Craig Cody, I'm a CPA, and I work exclusively with marketing and PR agencies. And today I'm going to show you what agency gross income actually is, how to calculate it correctly, and why this one number will completely change how you run and scale your agency. The problem: you're measuring the wrong revenue. Many agency owners look at top-line revenue or gross billings. You invoice 3, 5, maybe 10 million, and you assume that's your real business size. But here's the issue. A big chunk of that money was never yours to begin with. It's just passing through your agency, going straight to media, vendors, freelancers, or production teams. So you're making decisions, hiring, salaries, taxes, based on money that you don't actually get to keep. And that's a dangerous place to operate. What agency gross income, AGI, actually is. Agency gross income fixes that. And here's the simplest way to think about it. AGI is the revenue your agency actually earns after removing your pass-through costs. So in plain English, it's the money left to pay your team, your overhead, and yourself. So instead of focusing on total billings, what I call vanity metrics, you focus on what you actually keep. How do you calculate AGI? Let's look at a real agency example. The formula is straightforward. AGI is total billings less pass-through costs. So let's break this down. Pass-through costs include media buys billed at cost, outside production, freelancers billed dollar for dollar. These are people only brought on for specific projects, not your full-time freelancers. Reimbursed expenses, because this is not your revenue. What does AGI count? It counts strategy and creative fees, retainers or agency of record agreements, project management, your markup or your commission. So a quick example, let's say your agency bills $5 million, $1.8 million is media, $400,000 is production, $100,000 is freelance. Your AGI is actually $2.7 million, not $5 million. That's the number your business should be built around. So why does this change everything? It changes your profit, it changes your hiring, it changes your cash flow, because this is where most agencies get into trouble. They hire based on revenue, not AGI. They think, I can afford this team. But in reality, they're overstaffed and under-profitable. Industry benchmarks are based on AGI, not revenue. For example, payroll should be about 55% of AGI. Profit target should be around 20% of AGI. Overhead should be about 25%. If you use revenue instead, you'll overspend and you'll do it fast. And this is why agencies can grow but still feel broke, because growth without AGI control equals cash flow problems. Do you actually know your AGI number right now? Or are you still managing your agency off of top-line revenue? Feel free to drop a comment below. I read them all. So let's simplify this. Revenue we know is vanity. AGI is reality. AGI tells you how big your agency actually is, how much you can afford to spend, and how profitable you actually are. If you get this wrong, everything else will break. If you get this right, you gain control over your profit, your cash flow, and your growth. If you're not tracking your AGI, or you're not sure your numbers are right, that's exactly what we help agency owners fix. All right, before you go, if you're an agency owner and you want to keep more of what you make, I've got 2 things for you. First, grab a copy of my book, The 12 Biggest Tax Mistakes That Cost Agency Owners Thousands. It breaks down the exact mistakes I see every day and how to avoid them. Second, if you want to see what this looks like for your business, get a free tax analysis. We'll take a look at what you're doing now and show you where you might be overpaying. And if this video helped you, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future strategies on tax planning, cash flow, and building a more profitable agency. I'll see you in the next video.